I'm noticing a trend that when the movie is bad, the journalists pop in and they're like, wow, what a bunch of racist bigots. Why didn't you go to see the movie? The reason the movie failed is because the audience is racist, sexist, homophobic, and all the others, right? But when the movie is good, like Alita Battle Angel or like The Whale, the journalists are like, well, let me tell you why actually the movie is very problematic. And here we have a picture of the journalist in question, Phoebe Jane Boyd. I am so glad that she wrote this piece because now I have content. It's like, we're meant, I love it, we, her and I, and your mother, we, together, the community. We are meant to find Brendan Fraser in a fat suit tragic. Not funny. Is that really progress? Oh my god, progress. Why do we keep having to progress though? When can we enjoy what we have? Like, we're progressing so fast. When can we be reactionary, dare I say? You know, like, progress is not necessarily a good thing. Because if you look at Iran. Like, Iran in the 80s was very beautiful. Had a lot of individual liberties that were taken away. Right? So, I mean, it's not progress. That's a good thing all the time. But anyway, right. So, there is this thing on the internet right now about The Whale. Which, by the way, is a movie that managed to spread itself through word of mouth, not marketing. Like, if you told me about the story from The Whale, I wouldn't care. I'm like, meh. But, like, so many people went there, saw it. It's like, hey, V, you should see it. And I'm like, oh, but okay. Wow, it's good. So, apparently, you know, you don't need hundreds of millions of dollars to promote. Just make it good. But regarding The Whale, the actor acts. Okay? And this is what's shocking the progressive people. Because they progress so far, they left Sanity Land a long time ago. Yes, actors pretend to be something they're not. Okay? Like, if you have a cancer patient, you're not going... And this is also interesting. This is actually very fascinating, isn't it? Like, if you have a cancer patient in a movie, they don't actually ask for an actual cancer patient to play it. It's only when it's like one of those interests that the left has, like a morbid fascination with the cock and the pussy. It's like, oh, well, this is transgender. Like, you need to have a transgender in this movie. And they actually got the movie canceled because of that. Like, there was a movie which was supposed to highlight the transgender struggle. And in that movie, you had Scarlett Johansson that was supposed to play the role of the transgender individual. But they were like, oh, well, we can't have a cisgender woman playing it. We can't have a legacy woman playing a woman plus. We're not allowed to do that. So the whole thing was like, most people aren't interested in that type of story. But they would have gone to see Scarlett Johansson playing. So it was a movie that was like trying to attract people by using the name of Scarlett Johansson in order to talk about some social justice issue. But because people freaked out on the internet and called her a bigot, like, as a legacy woman, you can't play a woman plus. Only a woman plus can play a woman plus. So Scarlett Johansson said, okay, well, I'm not a bigot, like, I understand, right? I don't want to be labeled a TERF, so I will step down. And that movie got canceled. So it's the obsession of the left with the cock and the pussy and the fatness for some reason, right? Like, if you're a fat person in a movie and you're not fat in real life, then it's not okay. They did the same with Thor for some reason, and now they're doing the same with Brendan Fraser. Again, completely ignoring the story of Brendan Fraser, who is an actor that got shafted by Hollywood. He was one of my favorite childhood actors, by the way. Like, really amazing actor. But he pissed off a Hollywood executive, I guess, got blacklisted. I haven't seen him in many movies, even though, like, he would have had a very successful career if they didn't decide to fuck with him. And this is a nice comeback story. Like, this is something that he deserves, I believe, because he's an amazing actor. You know, whatever happened when the left goes like, I'm the best actor for the job. The best actor for the job. Like, of course. Of course this black guy can play Julius Caesar. Because he's the best actor in the world to play Julius Caesar. Yes, this black actor should play Anne Frank. Because he's the best one in the world. You know, like, literally, they make these arguments when you have, like, random race swap, gender swap, like whatever the fuck Hollywood comes up. Like, they use this argument, but now, if you play a morbidly obese person, well, only a morbidly obese actor should play him. Which, by the way, in this movie, for those of you who haven't seen, spoiler warning, it's about a dying morbidly obese man. And at one point, he can't walk, so, I guess they should have had two actors, right? Like, they should have one morbidly obese actor who can walk and one who can't. And it's the same, I guess, when you play Charles Xavier. Like, there was one of the X-Men movies where Charles Xavier actually manages to find a drug which allows him to walk, but he loses his psychic abilities. And because they needed his psychic abilities to save the world, he chooses to stop taking the drug and regains his superpowers. But I guess they should have had, two actors, right? Like, one actor who can walk and one who can't. Or maybe, one actor, and when it's time to go into the wheelchair, they break his spine or something, right? So that it can fit. Because apparently, this is progress. Like, this is how we progress as a society. Oh my god, it's so painful, isn't it? Like, when you actually take the ideology and you analyze it for what it is. Because at the end of the day, what this is just clickbait, right? Like, click farming, clickbait, outrage selling, making people feel that they're intelligent and good for bullying actors, right? Because, they want to bully Brendan Fraser. Or they want to bully other people who watched the movie and liked it. Or they want to sound intelligent, like, oh yes, you know how we can change society by casting chubby actors to play Fat Thor. Take the actor who played Thor, stuff him up with cupcakes, and then he can play the role. It is just unfucking believable, isn't it? I do not know how some ideologies can exist, especially not this one, like the American Progress one. It's so fucking stupid, isn't it? It's mind-bogglingly stupid. Like, even a child can understand, oh, well, it's an actor. Like, of course, like, his entire job is to act. His entire thing is to be someone he isn't. Oh my god, look at the special effects. Like, there was a team of people that actually struggled in order to do this. But apparently, no. By the way, Mrs. Doubtfire, right? Is that movie problematic now or not? It's probably problematic for some reason. I can't figure out why, but I'm pretty sure, some Guardian journalist will tell me. But it is just so tiring. So tiring. And again, is the way they juggle their principles. Like, on one hand, it's like best actor for the job, and on the other hand, no, a fat actor needs to play a fat person. And they even do this with voice acting as well, more recently. Like, they're like, oh, well, this cartoon character is gay. He should be voiced by a gay man. But no one complains when Kratos is being voiced by Christopher Judge, right? And Kratos is white, but, the black actor voices him so perfectly, it's difficult at this point to even think about another person voicing Kratos. And the thing is, it's not immersion breaking, right? Because this is what I have with the race swap. It's immersion breaking. Like, seeing a black Julius Caesar is like, well, am I watching a historical movie, or is this some weird modern adaptation of what America thinks should have happened? Right? Like, that's literally it. That's the only reason that I am complaining. But if it's a voice actor, that doesn't ruin immersion for me at all. So I'm fine with it. For example, Darth Vader, right? Like, he's voiced by a black person. But the job is done so well, the voice lines flow so beautifully that I do not complain. But anyway, right. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.